Hello, friends and neighbors. Tesuichi at the desk with a little bit of a different intro today. The chorus of that song, Kana Ubeki Yume no Sakie, literally translates to Beyond the Dream That Should Come True. I take it to mean beyond your wildest dreams, and that's kind of where the real-life Oryx Buffaloes are right now. They just swept their Climax Series final stage to punch their first ticket to the Japan Series in 20 years. Whereas, luck would have it, they will be having a rematch against the Tokyo Yakult Swallows, who beat them 20 years ago. Depending on which side of the franchise you look at, the Oryx Buffaloes haven't won a Japan Series in 25 years. That would be the Oryx Blue Wave. Or ever. That would be the Kintetsu Buffaloes. Game 1 of the Japan Series goes next week. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the man on my back as I sit here wearing my Oryx Buffaloes jersey, gets game 1. And as a fan who just started, has been playing this franchise, they beat me to it by a solid couple of days. Or years. As for us and our club, we are on the precipice of something incredible. There's only been one club in the real NPB history to win 9 straight Japan Series champions. Hello, V. Trudell. Good to see you. That was the Yomiuri Giants between 1965 and 1973. We are 7 wins away from pulling the same feat ourselves. And this is portentous because there's going to be a lot of roster turnover this offseason. We didn't extend Yuki Sato, probably not going to. Manny Guzman has fallen off a cliff and may lose his spot because he's supposed to have better range than anyone else on my roster. He doesn't anymore. Also, he's frequently injured, so I gotta figure out what to do about that. Our opponents, after an upset in the first round, are the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. And there's been a lot of guys on this club that I'd be looking to add to mine, including familiar face Norihiko Tanaka. Hello, old friend alert. But guys like Tsukisaburo Doi, Gold Glover, shortstop. Shigemasa Matsuda was their big free agent signing, and he's done fantastic work for Rakuten. Tatsuo Tamura was someone who I was looking to pick up in between. No, I'm not cutting Manny. I may decline arbitration, but he just hit it. But he's, got his postseason chops. I wanted to get Tamura last offseason when I was debating whether or not to replace Yuki Sato or go for a second baseman and trade for that. But then we got Oscar Munoz and we traded for Seiji Taguchi, so that sort of wound up being the way it is. As usual, for the playoffs, we are only going to play through elimination games. So we are going to simulate the rest. Lefty YY2 Yokihiko Yonamine, back from injury, had a fantastic season this year, 10-3, going up against Kim Yong-ha from the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles, formerly of the KT Wiz in the KBO. And Yonamine goes 8 1/3, 15 strikeouts. Oh, he was mad today. Munoz, first home run this postseason. Guzman with a double. You want to talk about a rocket game? Whew. All right, game 3. Oh. I have a scouting report coming in, it looks like. By the way, I did not notice before starting the series, but Josh Troyer and Yoshitaka Kosaka are both healthy again, and both may be able to join our club for the Japan series should we make it. Oh, I wanted to get an update on this fellow who is going to be developing in our international complex. Oh, baby, if he gets that error up, what a third baseman. Yeah, Yonamine gave up 4 hits, no walks, 8 1/3 innings. Just an absolute buzzsaw of a game. Game 3. Atsuki Taneichi, formerly of the, I think, the Marines, the Giants, the Spirit, and now the Eagles, up against our big strikeout arm in Kyuji Tachibana. 6-0. Kyuji going 7 1/3. Fusashi Shimazu picking up the rest of the game. Taneichi kind of got rim rocked a little bit. So we are going to be simming. Why hasn't the other series played any games yet? Was there a rainout? No, they play in the Nagoya Dome. What's going on here? This is curious. Are the game starts offset or something? Yes, that's it. Okay. We got our first game in before they started their series, that's why. And the Chunichi Dragons have been staked to their customary one-game lead in their final stage. They won the pennant. They could have a chance at their first Japan Series win since 2007, only their third in franchise history. Ooh, Onizuka with a pair of bombs last game. Fantastic. So my plan for the day is we're going to try and finish up the postseason. We'll run through the offseason. I may do the draft today. I may not. We'll at least get to some perfect team and some perfect draft because I do have packs to open, including drops from this here stream. So if you aren't collecting packs yet, you can check out Out of the Park's website and their forums for how you can start getting drops for your perfect team. All right, Chunichi picked up a pair of wins. They're on the cusp of a sweep right now. No home runs this series, so very low. The balls have been kept in the ballpark. It's Sato versus Sato, Shunsuke the lefty versus Shinnosuke the righty. And we are going to be watching this and the rest of the series. Hopefully it doesn't take too many games. Let's get into it. Welcome, everyone. Back to the Kyocera Dome. It's a Sawamura-type season from Shinnosuke Sato, and he gets the ball here in Game 4. On the ground, Miyamoto waits for it. 5-3 the putout. Shozo Saito, the second baseman. 3-0 count, and he will take a ball inside. Forkball missing on the inner half of the plate. That'll bring up Tatsuo Tamura. How's Saito's running? Not the greatest. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the guy over at first. Tamura is known for doing that. Big contact bat. Runners at first and second. That'll bring up Shikemasa Matsuda. Pull hitter. We're still going to try and squeak out a double play. The full count to Matsuda, the right fielder. Outside, ball 4 on a full count. We're going to be checking in with Sato. Give him a chance to recombobulate. Sheraton Apostle now. Pull hitter. The 2-2 to Apostle. Karaburi Sanshin. Strikes out swinging, bringing up the left fielder, Riichi Yoshimura. Pull hitter to the other side. We're going to shift right guard third. The 2-2 to him. Flared left side, base hit. Kwon is up throwing. One run is in to score. Here comes the trailing runner. Safe. Riichi Yoshimura has put the Eagles in front 2-0. If I'm not mistaken, that's the first lead the Eagles have had all series. That'll bring up the shortstop, Tsukusaburo Doi. Fly ball left side, Kwon ranging to his left. And that will end the top of the first. Up to the Buffaloes now to respond in kind against Shunsuke Sato. Yuki Sato drives this one hard up the middle through the box. Leadoff base hit. Katsumi Hatakeyama is known for having a cannon arm, so we're going to be judicious with our running here. Manny Guzman goes right up the middle, base hit. Yuki Sato stopping wisely at second, and now it's first and second, nobody out for the Buffs. Double steal is on. Both runners are going, and both runners are safe. Menace on the base paths between Yuki and Manny. Oscar Munoz, full count. Outside, ball 4, and things are about to get ugly. Of course, since it's a lefty on the mound, Jitsuo Onizuka is not starting today. Tsukasaburo Tanaka will be taking this opportunity. The full count to Tanaka. Grounded up the middle. They'll go 4-6-3 double play. Buffs are on the board, but that quickly truncates the scoring opportunity. Keiichi Noguchi now, the 2-2. On the ground, Jiro Kamata up throwing, not in... And Noguchi can't get to first in time. Speaking of Kamata, here he is. High drive deep to right center field, and we're just going to watch that one. 442 feet for the third baseman, Jiro Kamata. Jiro dreams of dingers. And Sato is getting rimrock today. Like, yee. No bueno. Let's pitch to contact here and try and get a double play. There we go. Munoz to Guzman, back to Tanaka. It's a good thing we saved the bullpen. We may need it. Stephen Kwan now coming up here against Sato. And he is down swinging. Takashi Umino now, the catcher. On the ground, Doi makes the play. DHing today is Seiji Taguchi, our erstwhile center fielder. And he's going to line this one right to Saito. Tamada grounds this one to Guzman. Here's Matsuda. Popped up the foul line. Miyamoto is able to rush in and make the play. I'll bring up Apostle now. High drive deep to left center, but Yuki misplays it. It's over his head. Sheraton Apostle with a double. That'll bring up Riichi Yoshimura. Dangerous batter here against righties. We are going to pitch around him. The 1-2. Flared into left. Stephen Kwan comes in. No damage done. 62 pitches through 3 innings so far, though. We may need to go to someone like a Duncan Davitt to keep this one close. Miyamoto's had a pretty stellar season in relief of Ryo Ota, who's been injured for a substantial part of it. 10 home runs as a sub. Yuki Sato, little nubber in front of the mound. And that will still get him aboard. Shunsuke Sato can't quite make the play. Here's Manny Guzman now. The ball's going to get away from Hatakeyama. Yuki Sato moves up to second. Full count here. Popped up into foul territory. Takayama able to make the play this time. Oscar Munoz now. The 2-1. High drive, but playable. Yoshimura makes the play. Top of the fourth now. Doi working with a full count. Caught looking for strike 3. Second K on the day for Sato. Line drive right to Tanaka. Number 38 making the play. Here's a Takayama.
Strike 3.
Karaburi Sanshin. Sato putting up a 1-2-3 inning. Tanaka flares this one the other way. That will fall for a leadoff single. Here's Noguchi, the right fielder.
Strike 3.
Out on a changeup way outside. Kwan's going to inside out this one. Kamata's not going to be able to get the lead runner. They'll go 5-3 for the putout. Umino laces this one into left. Base hit. Tanaka will not test Yoshimura's arm. Seiji Taguchi now. Timely chance. Flared into right. Matsuda makes the play. All right. 79 pitches. Let's see how many batters we can get out of. Ooh, don't walk the guy who's batting .195. All right. Davitt's warming up. Saito bunts it. We're going to get the lead run, or we're going to get Saito. Ishii moves up to second. Tamura now working with a full count. Fly ball right side. Noguchi trots in. And they respect that arm. They're not running. The 2-2 to Shigemasa Matsuda. Karaburi Sanshin! Duncan Davitt will get the top of the sixth here. Shigeo Miyamoto flies this one to left. Yoshimura makes the play. Back to the top of the order now. Third time through the order. Yuki Sato grounds this one to the first baseman, Apostle, who takes it himself. Manny Guzman works a 2-out walk. That'll set up Oscar Munoz, the 2-0. On the ground, Kamata goes the short way to second base. Still 3-1. 101 pitches from Shinnosuke Sato. Not enough to get a win. Duncan Davitt now trying to come in relief.
Strike 3.
Fly ball center field. Yuki Sato walks in. 2 down. Doi flares this one into the right field corner. That's going to be extra bases for the shortstop. Noguchi up throwing. That ball's going to third, and so is the runner. The 1-2 to Jiro Kamata.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Davitt strands the runner at third. Tanaka, hard hit but playable. Center fielder Ishii is there. Here's Noguchi now. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Flared into left field, base hit. Good defensive swing there from Keiichi, the captain. Feinting a run here. Oh, they're thinking that would be 3 straight pickoffs. Make that 4. The crowd is now actively booing the opposing pitcher. Stephen Kwan inside outs this one. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Noguchi is going to power into third. He's being waved home, and he will score. Oh, no, he's staying at third. Umino bunts this one for the squeeze play. The runner is safe. Umino is able to charge into first still. Remember, folks, always bunt. Taguchi now tying run to third.
Strike three.
Cut out of Buri Sanshin. New pitcher into the game. It's Yongha Kim, Game 2 starter. Miyamoto with a chance to tie it here. Little number out in front of the mound. That's not going to do it. But the Eagles have given up a run. Lined right to Miyamoto.
Strike three.
Davitt's only thrown 21 pitches. We may ride him until
Strike three.
he tires out. Strikes out. But Umino has to go dig it out. That looked close, folks. Yuki Sato strikes out. Manny Guzman now. High drive deep to center field, chasing back Ishii, but in front of the track. He hauls it in. Oscar Munoz now. Flares this one up the middle, base hit. That'll give Tanaka a righty to feast on. And you look at those numbers, you know he wants this one. And he's going to ground it right to the first baseman. Davitt's at 26 pitches. We are going to be going to... Who's got decent stamina? Inoue? No. Yeah, we're going to go with Katsuki Irie. Try and keep this one close. Get him warmed up. Tamada lifts this one to left. Kwan charging over. Puts it away. 1-0. Or 1 down. Matsuda, the 2-2. Lined into right field. Noguchi has to run back for it. He's up throwing. Very close double. We're going to pitch around to Postel here with first base open. Flared into right. Over the head of Noguchi. That will score a run. Sheraton Apostel pulls up into second. It's 4-2 now. And that will end Duncan Davitt's day. Biji Yoshimura will strike out swinging. Here's Doi with an RBI chance.
Strike three.
Down on strikes as well. EDA strands the base runner. But the hole deepens. Eizo Kusumoto comes in from the Rakuten bullpen. We will see an equivalent swap here. Keiichi Noguchi gets the rest of the day off. Takechi Egawa comes in. High drive deep to right center field, and that one's gone to the 0-and-done. How's that for a pinch hit opportunity? The Buffaloes are back within 1. Stephen Kwan goes up the middle for a base hit, and the Kyocera Dome is starting to vibrate a little bit here. They've seen this kind of game before. Kusumoto, known as a fly ball guy. That curveball's still a wipeout one. Fly ball center field. Ishii races in. Makes the play. Subbing in for the DH, Jitsuo Onizuka. The 2-2, he will strike out. Third baseman Shigeo Miyamoto, tying run at first. Grounded to Apostle. And that will end the bottom of the 8th. Egawa will take over in right for Noguchi. Equally powerful arm. EDA works a full count to Kamata. Hard hit on the ground. Tanaka takes it himself. The catcher, Hatakayama. Lined past Guzman. It's a one-out single for the catcher. Yuichi Ishii on the ground. Miyamoto turns it to Guzman, to Munoz. 5-4-3. This is going to be an interesting bottom of the 9th here. Down by 1. And Sato works a leadoff walk. Guzman working a count here. Little number, they're going to go to second for the lead runner. Yuki is erased, 1 down. Manny takes over at first base. Munoz flares this one into right, base hit. Manny got caught up between first and second. And a balk has been called on the pitcher. The tying run is at third. The winning run is at second. The 1-0. They will intentionally walk Tsukasaburo Tanaka. The bases are loaded for Takechi Egawa. This is a big moment for the youngster. The crowd is on their feet. The infield is drawn in and shifted to the right. The 1-0 from Kasumoto popped up. Left side. Kamata puts it away. Stephen Kwan had a walk-off hit in our last stream session. Can he do it again here? The 1-2. Flared into center field. Sliding catch by Yuichi Ishii to save the game. And the Eagles live to play another day. Game-saving catch by the 33-year-old Yuichi Ishii. He's not even that good of a center fielder. We were this close. So we're going to have to go to Game 5. I know I've selected a position player to pitch. Isamu Fukuda is a two-way guy. All right, let's do it again, folks. Fukuda starts the game off with a strikeout. Flared into center field. Yuki Sato diving play makes it. The 1-1 to Tamura. Flared into right field. Egawa tracks it down. 1-2-3 start for Fukuda. Sumitero Machida, today's starter. Yuki Sato stares him down. Inside outs this one. Little looper into right. Leadoff single for Yuke. And he's caught in a pitch out. Still safe. That's what speed do. Guzman grounds this one to Jiro Kamata. 5-3 the putout. Here's Oscar Munoz. Hard hit up the middle, base hit. Yuki's going to hold at third. Tough decision. That ball was not hit well. And Ishii's got a bit of a cannon. Besides, we got Jeets. Jitsu Onizuka lines this one to right field. Buffaloes take the lead. Oscar Munoz moves up to second. Tanaka laced into the right field corner. Base hit. Extra bases maybe. Tanaka's headed to second. Munoz scores. Onizuka sits at third. And that will put an early end to the day of Sumiteru Machida. Kenny Pinto comes in now to face Stephen Kwan. Kwan laces this one into right. That's going all the way to the wall. That's going to score another 2 runs. Where was this last game? 2 RBI double for Stephen Kwan. Takechi Egawa comes up now. Switches around to bat right. Lifted into the right field corner, but Matsuda is able to haul this one in. Deep enough to move up the runner. Kwan sits at third now. And Umino will strike out. Much better start. Matsuda floats this one into center field. Leadoff single. I will bring up Sheraton Apostle. Karabari Sanshin. Full count now to Riichi Yoshimura.
Strike 3.
And he too will strike out swinging. Here's the 1-1 to Doi. Fly ball deep, right center field. Yuki Sato running, but he can't come up with it. Doi, the shortstop. 2-run bomb. And it's 4-2 Buffaloes. Kamata lines this one right to Munoz. Buffaloes still hold the lead, but this is not going to be as big of a laugher as we thought it might be. Miyamoto is going to lace this one right to the warning track. Leadoff double for the third baseman. 106 miles an hour off the bat. Yuki Sato with a sacrifice hit. Timely chance for Manny Guzman. This one's past the first baseman, Apostle. RBI single for Manny Guzman. And he's going to take the opportunity to run into second. That's what speed do. Speaking of speed, Manny Guzman trying for third, and he's safe. Full count walk for Munoz. Ryo Yoshida taking over. Here's Jitsuo Onizuka. He can change this game with a swing of a bat. On the ground for 6-3 double play. Here's the catcher, Hatakeyama.
Strike 3.
Striked out. Fastball at 92. We brought back Fukuda this season after we traded him to the Tigers. And we traded back to the Tigers for him. He's actually had a pretty competent season up to this point. Better than usual. Fly ball, that's going to go into shallow center field. Runner tagging to third. That'll bring up Tamura. No doubles defense. The 0-2 to Tamura. Fly ball, center field. Yuki Sato comes in. Up throwing. But it's 5-3 now. The 1-2 to Matsuda. Inside out, base hit into the left field corner. Kwon is up with it. And a run will score. Matsuda has to leave the game. Naoichi Nishiguchi comes in. And Fukuda's starting to flag a little bit here. Inoue is going to be warmed up. High drive, deep to left field. That one's not coming back. Sheraton Apostle. And the Eagles have come all the way back. Not good. Umino puts a squeeze on this one. Inoue's going to come in for the fourth at this point. 6-5 Eagles now. Fukuda got torched by the long ball. Kwon, little number in front of the mound. Takayama can't find the handle on it. Egawa past the shifted Doi. Ah! Kitty ninjas! Kitty ninjas everywhere! Yeah, we're in a similar situation here, Kamish. We lost last game by a single run. We were up 4-0, and then the Eagles happened. We got runners at the corners with one out. And Umino. Are we going to try bunting here? How's Egawa's run speed? Not good enough. Swing away. Come on, Umino. Flared into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit, and it's going to get past Yoshimura. One run is already in to score. Takechi Egawa will hold up at third. Tie ball game, Shigeo Miyamoto. With an RBI chance here.
Strike three.
He strikes out swinging. The 1-1 to Yuki Sato. Up the middle to Doi. A pair of miscues, and the game is tied. Fukuda heads to the bench. Yoshihiro Inoue will take over on the mound. Fight between Munoz and Umino for who catches that one. Kamata, the third baseman, hit a home run last game, but he's going to ground this one out right to Tanaka. Takes it himself. Thank you for the follow there, SB Mortar. Lined right to Munoz. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Inoue. Hey, it's Skip. Folks, if you haven't gotten your Twitch packs yet, well, if you haven't gotten them by the end of today, tune in to Skep stream. He's going to be doing something fun. It's the return of Box and Walks, and yours truly is going to be reviving his old PT21 team, the Pickering and Terrabangs, from actual packs. It's going to be fun. Tune in around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on his channel. And that's going to be fun. It's kind of like fantasy. It's like Perfect Draft. But in the real world. New pitcher into the game for the Eagles, Rafael Carvajal. Carvajal? Anyways, Oscar Munoz at the dish. The 0-1 on the ground. Kamata has to wait for it, and that's going to negate the chance of a double play. Thank you for the follow, Tiva Dave. Onizuka, the 2-0. Fly ball left side. Yoshimura tracking this one down. But Guzman's able to tag up to third. Thank you for the follow, Steve Ramsey, and Stitch55305, and PJ, Man, a lot of follows in it in the last little bit. Tanaka, 2 out, RBI chance. Grounded right to Saito. This game is still tied. Ishii pops this one up. Umino makes a sprawling play. Saito, the second baseman, grounds out to Munoz. Very effective work here from Inoue. Tamura pops this one up, left side. 1-2-3 inning in relief. 13 pitches over 2 innings. Solid effort. Here's Stephen Kwan now. Hard drive into right field. Line drive single for the alternate captain. Egawa, fly ball up the middle. Ishii is there. Runner does not advance.
Strike 3.
Kwan will strike, or Umino will strike out. Here's Miyamoto. On the ground, Doi goes a short way to Saito. Through 5, still tied at 6. Here's the substitute for Shigemasa Matsuda. This is Katsuhiro Yagi. The 1-1 to Yagi. Up the middle, Guzman charges. Makes the play look easy. Apostle. The 1-2.
Strike 3.
Called. Strike 3. Now here's Yoshimura.
Strike 3.
Karaburi Sanshin. 1-2-3 inning from Yoshimura. Or from Inoue. Fantastic effort. Now who are we going to go to next? They've got enough of their lineup being flipped right, left, that it can't really put in a Horita. We're not in a win situation, so I don't feel good about going to the Bleep U bullpen yet. You know what, let's let Horita figure it out for, Is Shinomiya injured? Why is he unavailable? That's weird. All right. Bottom of the 6th here. Yuki Sato pass a diving Kamata. That's going all the way into the corner. Thank you for the follow, Epic Man. Angel Santana. Angel Santana comes in. Manny Guzman was going to bunt this one. The sacrifice is successful. The 0-1 to Oscar Munoz. Fly ball up the middle. Ishii ranging back at the track. Deep enough. Here comes Guzman. Buffaloes regain the lead. We are going to go to the good bullpen arms. Get up, Totaro. Thank you for the follow Silver K-Hawk. New pitcher into the game, Totaro Hasegawa, part of the so-called Bleep U bullpen. Karaburi Sanshin. Here's Jiro Kamata now.
Strike 3.
He's also down on strikes. The catcher, Hatakeyama. The full count from Hasegawa.
Strike 3.
Strike 3 called, or string strike 3. Umino to Tanaka to complete it. Tanaka lifts this one to center. Ishii ranges to his right and is able to haul it in. Here's Stephen Kwan now, the left fielder. Up the middle, drops in for a single. Here's Egawa now. Ooh, and they picked off Quan at first. Egawa drive to right, or to left field. But Yagi's able to haul this one in. Hasegawa, 20 pitches, 3 strikeouts. That will bring up Akira Ishikawa now. Out of the Buffalo's bullpen to take the 8th.
Strike 3.
Karabari Sanshin. Pinch hitter now, Etsuo Nomura. The 2-2 to the right-hander.
Strike 3.
And he's down on strikes as well. Here's Tamura, the 1-1. Popped up. Umino makes the squeeze on it. 17 pitches from Ishikawa to get through a scoreless 8th inning. And we're going to go to Fujimoto. We're bringing out all the arms out of the arm barn. We got to seal this deal. Umino looks at strike 3. Here's Miyamoto. Lined right to the second baseman, Saito. Yuki Saito laces this one into right field for a 2-out single. 13 hits on the day for the Buffaloes. Ryuji Iwashita will stare down Manny Guzman, who is going to get a Moda show. That's his 3rd hit of the day. And Yagi fumbles the play in the outfield. 3rd error of the day for the Eagles. Munoz with a chance to put this one out for good. Base hit. 1 run will score. Yuki scores. Here comes Manny.
Safe.
And it's 9-6 Buffaloes. The Kyocera Dome is vibrating. Wow. I've never seen that before. Can we replay that? Can we replay that one? Oh, jeez. Jitsuo Onizuka hits it 101 miles an hour right at Oscar Munoz. The ball hits him and he is out. Oh, dude, what are you trying to do? Don't murder my players. All right. Tamao Fujimoto to seal the deal. Up by 3. On the ground, Fujimoto takes it himself. 1 down. Sheraton Apostle already has a dinger today. Fly ball center field. Yuki does what Yuki does. Diving play. Riichi Yoshimura. The 1-2. Karabari Sanshin! The Oryx Buffaloes are moving on to the Japan Series for the 9th straight season. How sweet it is. We are definitely not going to be playing Isamu Fukuda in the rotation for the next series. Jitsuo Onizuka with a 500 batting average and 2 dingers and 5 RBIs takes series MVP. But Yuki Sato, 11 hits and 22 at-bats. That's how you send off your pending free agent. All right. Let's figure this out. So Yoshioka's looking like a pretty solid option out of the bullpen now. All right, we're gonna go to Kosaka because Troyer is over in the Miyazaki Phoenix League. So who are we going to send down? We are going to send down... Who are we going to send down? We're not going to let Fukuda do two-way play anymore. That much I know. My coach doesn't want to put Fukuda in the rotation, so you know what? We are going to see Fukuda demoted. And we're going to bring Kosaka up. And he's going to start the first game. He's going to get starts in the Japan series. Welcome to the team, Rook. I have to make the tough calls sometimes, and that was a tough one. Actually, I should take another look at the team makeup. Maybe there's an opportunity to keep Fukuda and just go with... like, who are my outfielders? It's Kwan, Egawa, Noguchi, Taguchi, and Sato. I feel like I can make room for one more, but I guess it's got to be an infielder I send down? I gotta have to look at that once I have control of my game again. Or is it You know what? It might be Shinomiya that I send down instead. Yeah, let's do that. Keep Fukuda up. The Chunichi Dragons will be moving on to play in their first Japan series since 2014, I want to say. They definitely lost to the SoftBank Hawks dynasty. Yeah, they won the pennant in 2010 and 2011. And most recently were in the playoffs in 2012. Thank you for the follow there, Trent YMC. So both series finish in 5. It will be Chunichi versus Oryx. Will Yuki Sato, Ryo Ota, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto join the likes of the V9 dynasty, powered by Sadaharu Oh and Shigeo Nagashima? Very similar makeups between these two teams. And the Dragons are going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time. You look at their rotation, 27-year-old, 23-year-old, 22-year-old, 24-year-old. And Nishida's a two-way guy. Hiromasa Saito, long-suffering Lions pitcher. Bay Stars last year, Dragons this year. And pitched 5 innings to get the win yesterday. This is going to be interesting. The dynasty is on the line. Is Chunichi able to stem the bleeding and give the NPB a new champion for the first time in almost a decade? Game 1. Buffaloes curb stomp them 10-1. Umino with a dinger. Tanaka with a dinger. Yamamoto goes 6 innings. Coy James comes in to pick up the 3-inning save. Attaboy, Coy. Of course, the funny thing is koi in Japanese is also a fish. So Fish James gets the save. Game 2, it's a rally game. Manny Guzman with a sacrifice fly to score Stephen Kwan from his triple to hand the Buffaloes Game 2's win. Yonamine goes 7 innings. Tamao Fujimoto picking up the save. To Chunichi we go. Or to Nagoya we go to face the Dragons at the Vantolin Dome, Nagoya. The Dragons pick up a win at home. Buffaloes threaten, but the Dragons hold firm. Kuniyuki Tanaka with a 7-inning start. Tachibana strikes out 6, but a costly error by Yuki Sato. It makes the difference. Shinosuke Sato pitches a gem, or leads a gem. 5 2/3 scoreless innings. Duncan Davitt with the hold. Tamao Fujimoto to close it out. Stephen Kwan with his second triple this series. As the Chunichi bats get silenced, it's rookie versus phenom. Yoshitaka Kosaka up against Eiki Nishida. In Game 5 at the Vantolin Dome, we're going to be watching all 3 of these. Here we go, folks. Can we make it 9 in a row? First pitch of the game is lofted into right field. Nakamigawa able to squeeze it. 1 down. Noguchi grounds this one up the middle, but Hirai is able to handle it. The Dragons are odd because they don't have that strong of an infield defense compared to other clubs, but their outfield is solid. Nakamigawa, 60 in right, 55 in left for Makino, and then you got Hidenori Yamamoto, basically Yuki Sato if he had home run power. Munoz, and the first baseman boots it. Nakayama can't squeeze it. Munoz gets aboard with a 2-out error. Floated into left, base hit, Tanaka. That'll bring up Isamu Fukuda, who got so distraught and disappointed he shaved. And he's going to float this one to right. Scoreless inning for Ryosei Isoda. Yeah, rookie has to pitch the potential series clinching game. Not big. It's only his first game in the majors, ever. No pressure. No pressure. None at all. Third baseman Takaya Ishikawa. The 2-2.
Strike 3.
Got him with a curveball at 70. Off and running.
Safe.
Isoda has stolen second base. Hirai now. On the ground, Miyamoto hauls it in, heaves it to Tanaka. 2 away. Here's Nakayama, the first baseman. Hard hit past Miyamoto, base hit. Isoda will score. Nakayama pulls into second. Here's Hironori Yamamoto inside ball 4, and this one could get away from the gang in a hurry. The 1-0 to Makino. High drive. Kwan right there. 1-0. Kwan puts this one up the middle. Tsuchida makes short work of him. Umino takes a walk on a full count. Guzman floats this one to left. And caught. Miyamoto, the third baseman, grounds out to Hirai. Still 1-0 for the Dragons. Bunt single attempt. Kosaka may be too good of a player for that. Here's Araki, the catcher. On the ground, Guzman charges it. 2 down. Nakamigawa floats it. Munoz and Guzman are going to argue for who gets it. It'll be Munoz. Yuki Sato works a walk. Araki doesn't have the strongest arm. It's going to be tested here.
Strike 3.
Strike him out. But Yuki still advances to third. Failed hit and run attempt. Munoz floats this one into foul territory. Nakayama makes the play. Tanaka strikes out. Nishida strands the tying run at third. Here's Isoda again. Bunt attempt. Tanaka goes to field it, but Ishikawa is safe. This is looking grim for Kosaka here. First and second, nobody out. But Miyamoto turns the double play. Couldn't have made it a triple there, dude? That looked close. That could have been a triple.
Strike 3.
And Nakayama strikes out. No harm, no foul. The newly shorn Isamu Fukuda flies this one to center field. Yamamoto makes the play. Stephen Kwan, the 0-2. On the ground, Nakayama makes the play. Here's Umino. Flared into left, but playable. Dragons still holding the lead here, bottom of the fourth. And here's Yamamoto, the left fielder, or the center fielder. On the ground, Munoz. On to Tanaka. Here's Makino. Hard hit on the ground, Miyamoto. Goes across the diamond easily. Tsuchida, little number in front of the mound. Umino up throwing. Not in time. Here's Araki. Outside ball 4. You get the sense we may not be able to dance between the raindrops much further. The 2-2 to Nakamigawa. On the ground, Kosaka. Can't make it. Base is full of dragons. The full count to Isoda. On the ground, Munoz is able to stem the bleeding. 75 pitches for Kosaka, and that's probably going to be the end of his day. We're going to get Coy James warmed up. Guzman grounds out to his shortstop counterpart, Tsuchida. Miyamoto grounds out to the shortstop as well. 2 down quickly here, top of the 5th. Yuki Sato flies this one to center field, but Yamamoto says thank you very much. Here comes Coy James. Fishman trying to keep this one a one-run game. This ball gets past Munoz for a leadoff single. Thank you for the follow, Silo. Here's Hirai. The 0-2. On the ground, Guzman to Munoz. Back to Tanaka. 6-4-3 double play. Full count to Nakayama. And the first baseman will strike out. Through 5, still 1-0 Chunichi. Little number Noguchi's got some speed, and he's able to beat out the infield single. Hit and run is on Munoz. Lines this one to left, and Noguchi's got such speed, he's going to go first to third easily. Munoz is trying to steal second, but the first baseman is basically standing on the line. The 1-2 to Tanaka. Hard hit to the first baseman. Munoz advances to second. Fukuda with a chance to break this one open. The 0-1, lined into left field, base hit. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Both runs will score. Isamu proves his value. And it's 2-1 Buffaloes now. Kwan now trying to draw a pitch. Fukuda steals third. Infield is in. Squeeze bunt attempt up the first baseline. Fukuda's home safe. And it's 3-1. That will end AG... I forgot his last name. Eiki Nishida's day. Harloon Garcia coming in now to take on the catcher, Takashi Umino. Umino, deep drive to center field, but Yamamoto is there. 2 down, top of the 6th. Guzman drives this one to the wall, and this Oryx offense cannot be denied. It's a triple, or runner, double with a runner advancing. 4-1 Buffaloes, and we are going to have to get the good parts of the bullpen up in a real hurry. Let's get Ishikawa warm.
Strike 3.
That was quick. We're going to bring in Akira Ishikawa to nullify the platoon splits of their big center fielder, Yamamoto. Little early to be going to the Bleep U bullpen, but I'll be able to figure it out from here.
Strike 3.
The 0-1 to Makino. Driven into the shift, Miyamoto throws across the diamond. 2 down.
Strike 3.
1-2-3 inning for Ishikawa. Only 13 pitches. We may ask him to get a pair of innings here. Lined right to the first baseman, Nakayama. Well played. Noguchi with a drive into right, but caught just in front of the fence by Nakamigawa. Dang. Thought I boomed that one. Munoz with an awkward swing, but it's an infield single. Ishikawa can't come up with it. Christopher Soriano now comes in. They're just feeding us a steady diet of lefties here. On the ground, Miyamoto across the diamond, one away here. Bottom of the 7th. Nakamigawa, the big left-handed bat. On the ground, Guzman from the second baseman's position. 6-3 the putout. Fly ball left side, Kwan ranging over. And this Dragons offense has gotten stymied. Ishikawa's only thrown 21 pitches. We might let him go another inning here. Fukuda grounds this one to the third baseman, Ishikawa. One away here, top of the 8th. With the Buffaloes ready to pop the champagne corks. Full count to, or 3-0 to Takashi Umino. The catcher will walk.
Strike
And
three.
Guzman will strike out looking. Okay, I may have misplayed this. I didn't realize there were so many lefties coming up. Or righties coming up, so... we're going to get Hasegawa warm in a real hurry. The 1-2 lined up the middle, base hit. Ishikawa with a leadoff single here. Double play depth. The 1-2 to Hidai. Caught looking at strike 3. The 2-2 to Nakayama.
Strike 3.
And Ishikawa's going to get one more batter. We got to get Yamamoto here. The 1-1. Flared the other way. Kwan diving play. 3 innings of work from Akira Ishikawa. He's not even tired. But we're going to go to Hasegawa in the 9th.
Strike 3.
Speed run through the top of the 9th here. Strikeout, line out to the pitcher, strikeout, whatever. And here's my friend Totaro. Up the middle, Munoz from the shortstop's position. 4-3. Full count to Tsuchida, the shortstop.
Strike 3.
Karabari Sanshin. And now the fans in the visitors' Owendan are starting to rise. 1 out away. On the ground, Guzman to Tanaka. Ball game over. Series over. Dynasty complete. 9 wins in a row for your Oryx Buffaloes. I forgot that part was in this clip, but we'll get there. I mean, what can you say? I did mention I built a Death Star. The NPB-style draft I used, and admittedly abused, led to this. The only team to have won more than 100 games in Japan's or in NPB history is my club. Just an phenomenal season. YY has executed his player option and will be sticking around for one more season. He may have just won another Sawamata Award. At age 34, in an absolute comeback of a season. According to wins above replacement, that was his best yet. Stephen Kwan, like, I'm going to let a Japan Series MVP and 3-win player walk. Execute the option. My owner is a pain in the butt, but he keeps raising the budget, so I'm not going to complain too loudly. Unfortunately, I can't control... Oh, never mind. Looks like I can now. Our manager, our cantankerous control freak, Satoshi Nakajima, has retired on top. That also means that all of our coaching staff have left as well. So I get to pick my coaching staff for the first time in gosh knows how long. We've got top prospects in Juan Andreu, Kevin Gaines, Kosaka. Troyer's not in the list anymore, but whatever. Akio Morishita. Ah, there's Troyer, okay. Gaines may have earned a call-up too, come to think about it. So yeah, Dave Roberts, after managing the Dodgers, takes 5 years off, and then manages the Hanshin Tigers and just got fired. Not interested in coming to us. Okay. A lot of posted players maybe heading to the majors. Yuki Matsui posted for the second time in his career. No idea if any of these go... Oh, okay, so Kikuchi here is definitely going to get picked up by someone from the States. Absolutely going to get picked up by someone. So with Gaines and with Troyer knocking on the door, we got to free up a foreign player slot at this point. Who we got as foreign players? We got... Okay, I have to actually look at who's on the active roster. Munoz. Yeah, we're not getting rid of him. We got Coy James. Turned in a pretty stellar season. And he's cheap. Stephen Kwan, who's only around for one more season, and his ratings are starting to slip a little. But as a captain, as a left fielder, yeah, I'm happy to keep running Kwan out. Duncan Davitt, who deserves to start, but I don't see him making the team anymore. I think Davitt may actually get declined arbitration. Or we arbitrate him and then just stuff him in the minors. Manny, Manny, Manny. You had a fantastic postseason. Like, I'm sorry, can we take a hot minute and take a look at Manny Guzman's postseason? He had a hit in every single game this postseason. That is absolutely ridiculous. But it's also just Manny being Manny. All right, so let's create a new shortlist. I do this thing where I make sure that all the players who win a ring get on a short list so I can look back on them and say, man, this was a good team. So who from the minors played? Yamauchi did, Shiken, Shinomiya. I think Hata got some game time as well. I think. Yep, he did. He got his ring. Good for him. And then who on loan to the... Yeah, Kevin Gaines had one start, gets a ring. Haraguchi gets a ring. Looks like I got some guys who are 40-man draft eligible, which I don't mind too much. Troyer and Gaines are going to be coming up to the bigs next season. That is for certain. All right. Arbitration time. Kashiwabata is not going to be getting an extension. So Davitt. Going to withdraw an offer from him. Shinosuke Sato. Had a fantastic season. As I always repeat in these streams whenever it comes to arbitration time, if you want to know the secret, take the arbitration estimate, multiply it by 95%, add a buck, or in my case, a yen, and you have yourself a deal that they will accept 99 times out of 10. 99 times out of 100, I should say. Guys like QG and Sato are going to be hard to replace. Sato's, I think, a pending free agent now. Namine is going to start getting those big raises soon. Last season was ridiculous. Akira Ishikawa, the left-armed component of the Bleep U bullpen. Takanibu Matsuda has become something of a fireballer arm out of the bullpen, and I'm thrilled to see. After injuries, after trying his luck in the rotation and not working out, Shimazu has turned into a solid little relief arm. Like, that's one thing that you have to remember with this game. There's always bullpen arms. There's always fungibility in the bullpen. And although I was ragging on him earlier and saying, he's not going to turn anything, he's not going to get arbitration extension, Shungyozai still put up a positive WAR. So I'm gonna keep him. Umino is probably not going to get a lengthy extension once he hits free agency, but until then, ride the lightning, man. My rule is I don't do long-term unless they want me to do long-term. That's how we got Yamamoto locked up for the first time. Oscar Munoz is going to get paid someday. He may have lied about his age when I signed him, but how do you say no to that? And yes, I did add that nickname, Oscar Bleepin' Munoz. Manny, I hate to do this. We are withdrawing our arbitration offer. You deserve to get paid like a proper full-time shortstop. But we got Moritake Sato at the ready to fill in for you. Picked him up on a purchase like out of nowhere, and he's turned into a decent little player here. Alright. Fukuda and Sato, yes, I'm going to let those guys walk. Naoaki Matsumoto is going to go into the 40-man roster and be protected. And none of these guys really seem like they're worth hanging on to. Alright, I forgot Koide's gone for the entire next season. Fun times. So our one trade, remember, we're only limited by our place in the standings. Our one trade next year may actually be to get rid of one of Shinnosuke Sato or Kyuji Tachibana to make room for Gaines, Troyer, and Kosaka in the rotation. Shinnosuke's only got 1 year of arbitration left, or next year is his last ARB year. Kyuji's at least got a couple more after that, but it's gonna stink to get rid of Shinnosuke. He's been such a key component of our rotation, man. These are tough calls. These are tough decisions. Oh no, our backup catcher lost his dog. Fans love the fact that Munoz is sticking around. Alright, so let's look at the rookie draft. Remember, we are stuck with the regional round for our first go. So some of these guys may not be available to us. I have my eye on Toichi Morishita. Decent option at third. Solid bat, maybe the best bat in the draft right now. With one very notable exception, whom I'm hoping I can sneak and pick up. Where is he? So we gotta go all the way down the list. All the way down. You see this guy, Kazuya Ota? Looks like a pretty crummy pitcher, right? Look at that power bat. And he can play outfield too. This is a draft and convert to outfielder situation. Thank you for the follow there, Junkman777. And Takanibu Matsuda out for another 8 months. Undergoing surgery now. Well, that's why you got a lot of arms in the arm barn. Because pitchers keep losing their ability to throw pitches. I honestly wonder if me popping my back shows up on the monitor. Alright, Gold Gloves. Umino behind the dish. Munoz at second. Oscar Munoz, Gold Glover. Good for him. Stephen Kwan wins it in left field. In his first season with the Buffs. Of course, Tokumoto wins it for center field. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, this is the first time in Yuki Sato's career that Yuki Sato has not won the Gold Glove for center field. I would like everyone to put an F in the chat for the man's streak. I guess those injuries were enough to knock him out of the top spot. Oh, he's gonna get paid by someone and it's not gonna be me. Thank you, V. Trudell. I appreciate that. Best 9. Umino wins Best 9 and Gold Glove behind the dish. Oscar Munoz, Best 9 at second base. Jitsuo Onizuka, Best 9 at DH. Now I know what you're thinking. Tetsuiji, how long are you going to be playing this sim? Considering you've won the Japan Series 9 times in a row and basically broken the game. Valid question. What I'm thinking is, I'm at least going to go to 2034, because that is the 100th anniversary of pro baseball in Japan, and I cooked up some custom jerseys for the occasion. I think you're really going to like it. That's going to be fun. I usually play in these games until either a player I adore retires, or until I reach retirement age in-game. And I am currently 45 in this game, so I could keep going. Akinori Suehiro wins Rookie of the Year for the Niigata Komatsu Bears. Wow. That is a bat. Already 3-win season, almost 20 dingers in his first year with the club. Zaijiro Koide probably could have made a case for the Rookie of the Year if his arm didn't just go. Shinosuke Sato beats out Yoshinobu Yamamoto in a closely contested Sawamura Award race. Kyuji Tachibana and Yukihiko Yonamine round out the top 4. That is 4/6 of our starting rotation. Sato may need to be our trade option, our trade chip this offseason. One of him or Tachibana's got to hit the road to make room for all the youngsters that we've got coming into the rotation, including Koide, including Kosaka. Right, I still got to figure out our front office. Shoot. Okay, Yeah, Yoshimi's not going to get the promotion. Oh, hey! We finally managed to guide the farm team to a championship. Or to winning the Western League. Now, did we win the championship? We did! The Oryx second-level Buffaloes beat the Tokyo Yakult Swallows farm team 6-5. I'm going to pretend it's a walk-off. Good for the Baby Buffs. Thank you for the follow, Lightning Viper. Now, are we going to call up Luis Perdomo? I don't think so. I think he's going to stay down with the minors. Ditto for Junior Spivey. Because we got Travis Denker up here, who is pretty darn good. I just realized there's no personality ratings here. There we go, because our staff, we seem to be going with a personable and easygoing. Let's focus on guys who are personable. Unorthodox managing style. I like aggressive base running. Don't like the fact that he doesn't use shift, like strong second hitter. Okay. Favors hitting over pitching, offense over defense. I mean, statistically he looks great, but I'm not sure he's a good fit for us. Not Hiyama, he's a bad fit for our club. All right, positive, personable. Gonzalez. Hajime Miki, currently managing the real Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. Pitching, defense, speed. You know what? We're gonna wait on this. We're gonna wait till MLB finishes up, and then we'll have a sea of good coaches to choose from. Never mind, they just finished. The Houston Astros beat the San Diego Padres. All right, so let's not look at manager. Let's look at our pitching coach options. Not a lot of good there. All right, first base coaches. Jose Flores could be an interesting choice. Mike Brayman. Yeah, let's bring Brayman in to be one of our two base coaches. And the other... Let's go with Jose Flores to be our bench coach. He's been out of the game for a decade, but I feel like he has an option. So we still need someone who can handle the base paths. go with Jason Casey. Then once I get all those straight squirreled away, we'll be able to figure out who our main manager is going to be. Let's get the ancillary roles settled first. So if you're wondering why I'm streaming today instead of not streaming today, like I wasn't streaming the last few weekends, and you'll notice the stream name is back to Saturday Stampede. Work has been kind of crazy. Still kind of is, but thankfully I was able to get a long weekend in. So I had Friday afternoon off. I'm getting Monday off. As we happily wait for everything to finish. All the U.S. coaches and places making their decision. That's the one downside of doing this, is that when you have to wait for the US to finish up, and then there's all that delay and wait. By the way, if you are coming to the stream late and you don't have all your drops yet, but I believe Ganba Magus is going to be next up at 5 o'clock Eastern, followed by Skep over at 6 o'clock, and then Yukarin Kazami is going to close out our day with Baseball Bingo at 9 o'clock. And while this continues to grind away, I am going to fetch a beverage. I invite you to do the same. We'll be right back, folks. Now, see, if I was clever, I would have started working on the draft order while this was going. I'd have exported it out. Oscar Munoz, third straight MVP. Attaboy bleepin'. Hidenori Yamamoto is going to have to console himself for the fact that he didn't win the Japan Series with winning MVP. Alright, so let's see if there's any other better options out there. Now that people have been fired. Do we go with Tomohito Ito? Yeah, you know what? Let's give Makoto Yoshino a shot as our pitching coach. And then as our manager, sabermetric style. Okay, this I can work with. Good teacher of defense. Lets me do whatever I want. Welcome to the team, Jeff Geary. Fingers crossed. All right, we got more than a nibble. Today's beverage is from Dragan Brewing and Wine Company. It is the Garnet Azaka Citra Pale Ale. Yes, I'm one of those guys who likes the fancy beers. This is from Niagara, Ontario. And I sell out for Citra hops, so this is a good beverage. Alright, Jose Flores, and Jeff Geary, and Makoto Yoshi... Oopsie doodles. Thank you for letting me know, Lightning Viper. Wow. Okay, hey, EVC and NYC, the leader of the theme team crew. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to show the theme teams and where we wound up later on this stream. So, we got ourselves a manager. Say hello to Jeff Geary. I like the aggressive running. I like the slow hook to the starters. I love the frequency of the shifts. This is our guy. So let's take a look and see if I didn't break the... Alright, works well with easygoing. Works well with personable. The team trainer doesn't have to hit anyone, or like anyone, so... We're going to let Jose Flores teach catching an infield. For now, at least. Okay, so you know what? It might be Mike Brayman who we say no to. Let's withdraw the offer from Mike. He's the one guy out of the whole set that doesn't quite have, one, interest, and two, doesn't fit in with our preference. So let's go third base coach. So Brayman is good at teaching running and good at so I don't need someone who teaches running. I need someone with good in-game running. I think it might be Daichi Akahori. Yeah, I think that's our man. I had you at craft beer. Yeah, Toronto is not a joke. A sneaky good craft beer city. The GTA has at least 24 international class craft brewers, some of which are even walking distance to me. There's a place in the western part of Toronto called the Ale Yards, where they have 3 or 4 breweries next to each other. 2 of them even share a parking lot. It is the home of the world's shortest craft beer crawl, and I highly recommend it if you're ever in my neck of the woods. Alright, so people are liking the offers we got so far. I may need to find someone who can teach outfield, though, or catching. Okay, so yeah, Akahori's going to take over outfield defense. I'm feeling good about this. Oh, right, I forgot. We should probably turn Miyamoto off the force start, so that way Hideo Ota can start. I like the look of this team. Should probably ditch Kazumitsu Miura at some point. Yeah, exactly. Like, one of the things that once the funny thing that's happening right now ends, I have a standing invite with all my good buddies to do an East End craft beer crawl. There's easily 4 breweries in a 4-kilometer walk out in the beaches or Leslieville area of Toronto. So, again, this is a sneaky good craft beer city. Don't sleep on it. Alright, and Akahori joins. So we got Casey teaching running, Akahori teaching outfield, Flores takes catching and infield. And it looks like everyone's getting along with everyone else. Oh, okay, Akahori, maybe not so much. Whatever. The important thing is, most of them are getting along, and winning helps. Alright. Wave bye-bye to David and Guzman, gang. Let's see who else had their free agency, or had the free agency early. Shimizu, really? He might be worth a contract. Depends on how we look after free agency ends. Tanioka, okay, whatever. Tanoe, wow. One of our old friends, Yoshihiro Fujioka, heads to free agency. You know what? Yeah, that's a small deal. I'm willing to do that. Lost him in the expansion draft. We'll take him back up. I will accept that. All right. Now, one thing I need to do is see who is a free agent. That's a lot of money. Oop, we are out of music. One moment, please. Let's do the Western playlist. I feel like I haven't done that one in a while. So this guy is headed to the majors. The Spirit couldn't get him into more than one postseason series. What a shame. Couldn't post him either. There's Yuki. What I'm looking for right now are guys who have pitched enough seasons in NPB to qualify for domestic free agency. Like Bobby Johnson here. So a quick leap into commish mode. Bobby might actually be worth a signing. I don't know. Gavin Bruni qualifies. Oh, he already has domestic free agency. Carlos Gomez has domestic free agency. Good for him. The Raging Canadian, Jacob Sanford. He's been with the Fighters long enough, he's earned domestic free agent rights. DJ Stewart is just old. Austin's already got domestic free agency. Drew Carlton. Yep, he gets it. Postel does not. Neither does Gomez. Martin Figueroa does. Oh, he already has it. Never mind. Oh, hey, Cubs back on the free agent market. As is Macho. Wow. Alright, so taking a look at the rosters now that we've let people go. Oop, I need to hop out of commish mode. We need to call up Gushiken. Go. Miyamoto's gonna start DHing at... okay, I could get behind that. You know what, let's just bring up everyone who's on the fort, on the 70-man roster. Let these guys figure out what my rotation looks like. Shinomiya over Sato. Interesting. I'm willing to let these two fight it out for who gets to be our starting shortstop. Should be fun to see. Taguchi did so well in relief of an injured Yuki Sato, I decided to promote him to be our full-time starting center fielder. So really, like, what's our area for improvement here? Who on the free agent market would even draw our attention? I mean, we lost a lot of guys from the minor league team because we can't afford, you know, didn't want to put them on the 40-man. Why would the Swallows get rid of this guy? He's a two-way guy. Yeah, let's put in an offer with Fusashi Iwata. Maybe convert him to shortstop. Or at least let him play two-way. So we put in a deal with Fujioka. Do we want to bring back Kaoru Higashi from the Comets? Is it really worth it? I'm not sure. I just don't see that we have any, like, glaring or obvious issues with this club. So we are going to sit on our hands through free agency. And keeping an eye on the time, I knew this was going to happen. We are going to stop at the draft. That's going to be our next save, our next stream session. Because I got to fiddle with the draft order and all that stuff. So let's take a look at our perfect team squads. Like I said, EVC in NYC does lead the theme team crew, and we got a theme team heavy Silver League in 324. Right, trying to connect to online services. Yeah, let's go take a look at the theme teams first. One of which I'm honestly not sure where to go with, but we'll figure it out. I'm also keeping an eye on who else is streaming out of the park right now, because I would love to raid someone else. It doesn't look like anyone else is active right now. Unfortunately, the Vancouver Asahi will not be able to make the postseason and are at risk of getting relegated out of bronze. Well, no, actually, no, they're well ahead of relegation. They were going to be sticking around in bronze. We just added Rube Vickers, with whom it is questionable whether or not he is Canadian. Some sources say he was born in St. Mary's, Ontario. Some sources say he was born in Hillsdale, Michigan. But since joining the club, he's been a lightning storm of an arm. Whoever suggested I add Freddie Freeman, thank you. Much appreciated. It's a shame that we can't bring Justin Morneau back, but he seems to be doing okay. But the club, like, there's only so far you could go. I already spent all my money to get Ichiro so that Dave Roberts could finally get a break from center field. He's on his way to a 5-win season. But the pitching just can't compete because our infield defense is absolutely atrocious. If you go to the team statistics, team fielding, there's the good teams, there's the questionable teams, then there's about 57 tons of shit, and then there's us. It's not even close. And I think that may have been the first swear word I've ever dropped on the stream. Yes, thank you for the recommend, EVC. So, the problem is, until they bring Corey Koski or Brett Laurie or any of the good fielding Canadians in, or Pete Orr for Pete's sake, or Munenori Kawasaki, I'm stuck running Tadahito Iguchi, Kaz Matsui, who is not as good in PT22 as he was in 21, and Frank O'Rourke out as our middle infielders. I think I've also got, who is it, Sherry Robertson down here? Like, I can't work with this. Akinori Iwamura, qualified to play in second base. Would you play him there? No. What am I going to do? Teach Yoshitomo Tsutsugo middle infield? He can learn second base. Would you want him to? No! Do we put Abraham Toro in the infield? Yeesh. Shogo Akiyama. I mean, I've done this sort of, yeah. Not a ton of options. I mean, what I did last in PT21 was I said anyone who made the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame also counts for the Barrett's Privateers, my all-Canadian crew. So that at least got me Lloyd Mosby and Tony Fernandez, but... I feel like this team has peaked in bronze. It's a very good bronze team, but probably not anything beyond that. Can I extend to Americans who played for a Japanese team? Then I'm looking at even less. I don't think there's an Adani Echeverria card. Because I did that too when I ran the Hanshin Tigers as a theme team in PT21. I did pick up guys who played for a Japanese team. Clete Boyer, Jim LaFave, LeRon Lee. I noticed Randy Bass is in the game now. You know, I may do that, EVC and NYC. I'll see what the team looks like, though. Because you notice that the Canadians are carrying a lot of the club for the theme team. You got Larry Walker, you got Fergie Jenkins, Pete Ward, Freddie Freeman. I don't know, until Hideki Matsui comes available, I don't know who else I can swap in. Over in the Silver League, the Bob Cajun Bobs are getting their bits lit up. A distant fourth in the division. Are we due to get relegated? Yep. Oh hey, we're outperforming our Pythag by one. What's the issue with the Bobs? I don't even know. I just think we're just not a quality silver team. I mean, our roster, our lineup is almost entirely Bobbies, you will note. Okay, Bob Bailey had a bit of a rough go. I'm like, look at all these snowflakes. What am I gonna do? It's like a liberal university, there's so many snowflakes. Ah, ha, ha. I am gonna tweak the... Yeah, winter is coming. It's been gloomy all day here in Toronto, man. But yeah, like, dude, who am I gonna go with? Dalbeck over Bailey? No, because Bailey's still doing well. The issue here is just everything, to put it bluntly. Our bullpen is in shambles. Rotation's not that much better. And I don't have enough dosh to afford a Bobby Thompson or a Bob Gibson Special Edition. I already did one credit card swipe for both my theme teams. One is enough. So that's the Bob Cajun Bobs, due to be bounced out of the Silver League. Which leaves one club remaining, and it's the club that, as you can imagine, is doing the best, the Epcot Centurions. Alright, hang on. If we're going to do the Epcot Centurions, we also have to do the Epcot Fanfare. I've got to pull that up for one moment, folks. Nope, that's not it. There we go. The Epcot Centurions are good. I was able to complete the solid gold mission between last stream and this one, and our rotation is now Clemens, Halliday, Bueller, Gooden, Maddox. Yeah. Hands crew. Out the bullpen, we got Dwayne Ward acting as our closer. We've got Eovaldi still stopping? Okay, I gotta fix that. That was supposed to be Steve. I thought I fixed that last night. Submit team. Yes, thank you. Santana and Steve as stoppers. Presley, Eovaldi, Cole out of the middle of the bullpen. And then Flanagan and Brown as our two long men. Actually, I may move Eovaldi to long relief and Flanagan to the middle. So yeah, we're fantastic on the pitching front. Offensively, little specky. I keep running Selects Arenado out there, even though I've got franchise hero Longoria, because he's actually not that bad. Like, he actually won a Platinum Stick Award at third base a couple seasons ago. So I don't know how you all handle your lineups, but here's how I've been doing mine lately. Look for a decent on-base with low ISO to be our leadoff guy. So in this case, it's Dodgers capper, Jackie Robinson. Then I just go by Woba all the way down. So we got Ted, we got Iron Horse, we got Yaz, Mickey Mantle, Joe Mauer, Cal Ripken, Arenado, and Oscar Charleston, who has been blah. I'm hoping Paul Blair can at least force him to do his play a little better. So let's go Fernandez, Freehan, Blair, and Grich. And then on the other side of the split, Ted Williams leading off. Friggin' ridiculous. And let's go Cal, Grich. Oh, sorry, Mantle, Cal, Grich. Freehan, Tony, Yaz, Blair, and Jackie to round it all around the other side. That's what I meant to do. Yes. Charleston is is a good base stealer, so he definitely should be our top pinch running option. So we're going to rip a few packs. I know Gorgo's not streaming today, but I feel like it's appropriate. I'm just going to sell a couple of non-mission cards just to top up so we can get another full 6 packs. Let's go. Reverse order. Sell a bunch of irons. I'm just looking to get 55. Oh, 60. Perfect. Alright, so let's buy 6 packs. I have 1 historical from finishing off the postseason part 1. Carlton Fisk is now sitting on my bench. I have to figure out, do I put him in over Freehand, for example? But Freehand's a defensive gem. If I do, I can sell Freehand for some decent dosh or hang on to him if I ever want to complete franchise heroes for Detroit. I focused on the AL East, Houston, Jose Cruz, ugh, and the Dodgers. So I gotta figure that out. But for now, let's rip some packs, and then we'll wrap up today's session, and I'll leave you to your Saturday afternoons. Let's see who we got. Hey! Historical gold out the chute. Corey Dickerson. He is a duplicate, so... on to the auction house he goes. Also seeing Dutch Meyer and Bill Stein. Hey, build a legend, Ron Guidry. I already have you. Not a lot of anything here. Live silver, a little bit of Sad Fetty for Andrew Chafin. Ed Stevens, the top bronze out of this pack. Another gold card, Jack Flaherty for the St. Louis Cardinals. Do I have him? I don't. Hey, that's getting me closer to a select. I already own Arenado Select, so at least it'll be like an easy free diamond. I'll take the perfect points at this point. Jorge Polanco, a little bit of Sad Fetty for his appearance. A lot of nothing here. Jack Dunn, the top bronze. Jeff Keppinger. Keppinger? I don't have him yet. Prime Performers, Colorado. I'm not sure if I'm any close to climbing the Rockies ladder, but I'm going to hang on to him. I had Mariano Rivera. I sold him before the postseason series came out, and I'm kicking myself in the pants over it. Anthony Bender, the top bronze in this one. Ditto for Yusei Kikuchi. Mike Minor, the obligatory bronze in a golf pack. Joe Nathan, the top bronze in this one. Thank you for doing the research, EVC. I'm going to actually hop out before we get to the historical pack. I want to see these guys. So we got Larry Doby. Not on the auction house yet. Donnie Nuke. Neither of them are on the auction house. I'll have to look them up on the PT database then. All right. All right, here's our historical pack, folks. Fred Tony, the top gold in this one. Unfortunately, he's for a mission I've already completed. So hey, if you want to pick up a Fred Tony and complete the Build-A-Legend chain for Ron Guidry, he's up. Rafael Soriano. That's a tasty card. If you want him, he'll be up on the auction house right now. So that will about do it for today's stream session. I did have one more thing I wanted to show you before I wrap things up. Dang, nobody else is streaming right now, so I can't even raid anyone. So I've been teasing the last couple of weeks a little something that I'm going to start doing on Wednesdays. The first non-out-of-the-park stream in my set. And because you stuck around for 2.5 hours of me yakking and breaking out of the park baseball, you get to see what the intro is going to be. So I'm thrilled to announce that starting this Wednesday, Tesuiji's channel was going to go back to my roots as a fan of video games. Back to my roots of my alias. There was a reason I'm called Tesuiji. It's because I used to run a Mario webcomic, but it wasn't about Mario, it was about Wario. So starting Wednesday, it's Wariology! We're going to be going through all the Wario games in order, starting with Wario Land 0, otherwise known as Super Mario Land 2. Wariology Wednesday starts up this Wednesday, and I can't wait to see you there for it. Now, which games are we going to include? All these! We're going from Wario Land 0 to 1, 2, 3, and 4, all of which with legally backed up ROMs from my cartridges, and I can't wait to start playing some platformers on this. And I hope you'll tag along and tune in, even though there aren't going to be any drops. Still something I'm eagerly looking forward to sinking my teeth into. So with that, nothing left to do but to hang up the cleats and call it a Saturday. Be sure to stick around for Ganba Magus at 5 o'clock. Skep. You'll see me again there at 6. And Yukari Kazami at 9 o'clock. Until next weekend, folks, take care of yourselves, stay safe, Firage, take us out.